I had the option to go to Vision Quest. I think it was either Vision Quest or Ocean Quest. I refused to go there. I didn't want. I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to do the TPs. I didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, now, mind you, I'm still young. So, I didn't know nothing about being locked up. But, going through what I had to go through, I had to figure out the hard way. But anyway, they sent me to Glen Mills. I was in Glen Mills. That's in Conkerville, Pennsylvania.
Notorious school.
Very, very.
And I heard you got your ass whipped up there.
Man,
I did hear that was circulating through the system. But go ahead and tell them.
Yeah, they mobbed me up there. It wasn't the inmate. The inmates. It was the staff. Like, it's a real strict code up there, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's real discipline. Now that I look back on it, was a lot of discipline instilled in me. A lot of features that I hold today.
I hear a lot of adults who went through the mills say that they fucked up the opportunity. Frank Beeson, man, he was like, man, they had he said, man, they had every educational trade, all of that shit.
They was
right
number
one. He said, you could have set your life, Millie. He said, you could have set your life up right there. He said, they was sending everybody to college, no questions asked. They had a college for you. Facts. He said it just involved some discipline. That's what he said. But go ahead, tell them about these disciplines at Glen Mills.
Discipline, man, it teach you that, like, the smallest things is the most important things, and definitely in building character. You know what I mean? Like this may not seem much, but I learned, when you walking, keep your eyes straight, be focused, no spitting on the sidewalks. You know what I'm saying? That's not
civilized.
Yeah, not civilized. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to, just a lot of things, man. Just a lot of things that build character. But it's definitely a good program, man. They put you, like you said, they put you through sports. Matter of fact, they had the #1 in all sports. Yeah. Basketball, football, wrestling. So they had everything up there.
Why didn't you assimilate with the what they call the student body and participate in sports? Like, your stay up there wasn't like that.
Well, because I was still fresh off the street, still fresh to it. What they used to call me was streety. They still said I was real streety. And what they mean by that I still had a lot of street mannerisms, opposed to the people who were already there, been in the program longer than I was. So a lot of people would or if they get out of line or do something wrong, what's called touch for attention. That's when the staff will grip you up, beat you down, shake you down a little something. And me, I'm still street, I'm still wild. I thought that was funny. You know what I'm saying? And so, you think and they see you laughing.
Oh, you seen them touching somebody else?
Oh, plenty.
You start laughing.
I start laughing, you know what I'm saying? And when you get caught laughing, the same thing happened to you. You know what I'm saying? What it happened to me. But it's just like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm still gonna do me. I'm still in the street, fresh to the system. I only got 18 months, this and that. But it got real drastic for me because I wasn't learning the program. And me being from Erie, Pennsylvania, and the program was by Philadelphia, we would have home passes. And home passes would be they used to do us Erie guys a little different than they would do Philly. Like Philly, they favored Philly guys more because it's closer and it was more of them. So they would let them go home for home passes every 2 weeks, opposed to Erie, they would let us go like once a month. I wasn't having that. So I'll never forget the day, I swear on everything. The day when O.J. Simpson was in that white Rango, that's the day I ran. Jumped out the window. Gone.
Do you remember the OJ being on TV in the Rango?
Yeah, we was watching it on TV in this little area called Townhouse. Yeah. Me and this guy, rest pieces so I can say his name, Tommy Seiler. We just sat, and he's like, man, he was getting touched for attention too. So we figured, man, we ain't having this no more. So we watching everybody in Townhouse, COs, the guards, whatever you want to call them, they doing their thing. We decided it was a bathroom break. We jumped out the window. Boom. We out of there.
Tell me what that was like running off the people property, because that's a big campus. And they're coming and you know what's going to happen. So tell me what that run was like.
Man, it was a lot of adrenaline, but once you jump out that window, that's it. You might as well go ahead and go because you're going to get the same punishment. It was just wild, right, man. And yeah, we ran, we ran, and it was real dark, probably like 9 something at night. Me being had my specialty of stealing cars. We ran on the car a lot. I stole a car. I never forget this either. Whoever car was, that was on this lot, that's when Above the Rim soundtrack was out. We was bumping that.
Yeah,
but
Above the Rim.
Above the Rim on cassette. It was cassettes back then.
Right.
And we riding. And when you was in Glen Mills, you were allowed to keep cash on you. Just so happened I had $5 cash on me. Being as though we didn't know who we was, we just kids at the time. We going the wrong way, end up going to Delaware. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you had to go through the toll. Toll was $250. Yeah. $250 in, went the wrong way, $250 out. Now we broke now. Now we broke, you know what I'm saying? So now we get to North Philly. Right. We're in North Philly because my homie at the time, Tommy Seiler, he's in North Philly. We was on 11th and Diamond. Never forget that. We was on 11th and Diamond. And we just ride, and then next thing you know, it's still nighttime. We went to his people's house, whatever. So like my whole thing was leaving with this person was because he sold me the dream is that he would get me back home. And come to find out, a lot of people in jail be riffing, you know what I mean, saying what it is and this and that, and everything he told me wasn't cracked up to be what it, what he said. So you
stuck in Philly.
Yeah, we stuck in Philly, but I'm having a good time though. We out buying Italian ices on the corner. We late night. We still got the, when you in Glen Mills, you have a sweatsuit called, and on the sweatsuit it said the Battling Bull. Battling Bull, yeah, that's it.
Fly too. With the hood.
Yeah, we had them. Our hair was all out, so the homies on the block knew we ran. They knew that, but they showing us love. Yeah. So long story short, man, the next day we ride bumping that Pain Tupac joint off the Above the Rim soundtrack. I think it was Pain. Yeah. So next thing you know, I look in my rear view. Man, the police cars out in Philly was white. You know what I'm saying? Man, about 6 of them shits behind us, man. So we jump out. Now, me being a street guy, you know what I'm saying, I didn't care, because so much love was being shown, throwing the homies on the block. But mind you, I'm from Erie. And my friend, he's from North Philly, but I don't know where I'm going. Yeah. We go separate ways. Yeah, but I'm so fast, though, he get caught, but I run, duck off, and fall under a car, roll up under the car. Right. I see my man getting pulled off. They caught him. Right. Now I'm in North Philly by myself now. Right. I don't know how I ended up where I was at, but I ended up in the Badlands. Right. By myself, walking around with an afro. It's nothing but Spanish people down here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't known down there, you shouldn't be down there. So this, long story short, I got to talking to a couple people, let them know that I ran from there. So they let me use their phone. So now I'm calling home. I'm calling my mom. My mom like, I ain't coming to get you. You shouldn't have ran. You shouldn't have left. Yeah. Which, I was bitter about it at the time, but I understood it was just motherly love, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? She didn't.
You have been implicated during the crime as well. Shit.
Right. You know what I mean? And so nobody in the family would come get me, man. I'm trying to think of somebody send me a bus ticket. Nobody would do that. So I didn't want to, be in Philly though upstairs. I'm a young boy, you know what I'm saying? Right. I didn't have nowhere to go. I didn't know how to, I didn't know how to really survive, like, when it comes to eating and stuff. I can't rob and do the shit that I was doing in Erie because I'm in a whole different element. And Erie, and it's all, everywhere is the same, but some is a little different. So right. I had to learn on my own. So what I just ended up doing, man, I just called the place back. I called Glen Mills, like, yo, I'm on such and such street. They told me don't move. We'll be there to come get you. Right. And boy, when they came and got me.
They pulled up in a van.
In the van with the whole unit. The whole unit that I was in was called Taylor Hall. It's like 20 of us something.
The students and all?
Students and all. Because reason why they bring the students, because when you run, they have this thing called green light, which means all the students, including the staff, can chase your ass down. When they catch you, they can hold you and do what they want to do to you. So right. They had my whole unit in there. So we ride on the van. So staff beat me down, like, brutally, you know what I'm saying?
Throwing you in the van?
Immediately. Yeah. I'm riding on the highway. We run on the highway. It's cars run by. I remember this little white girl, right? Riding on the side of us, man. Dude, the CO had my head, banging my head off the window. Little girl pointing like, look. Yeah. I'll never forget that, man. And like that brought a lot of hate in me, a lot of anger, you know what I'm saying, towards authority more and more. Right. And so when I got back to the program that night, you know what I'm saying, they kept asking me why did I run. I said I didn't want to be here. And what they made me do, they made me stand up in the corner with my nose on this beam, this high beam, and made me stay up 24/7. They wouldn't let me go to sleep. Cause I told them, so when y'all put me back in this room, I'm out. They made me stay up with my nose against the wall. 24 hours won't let me go to sleep till we had town hall the next morning. Town hall was when the different counselors and stuff come in. They go over the program, what we gonna do for the day, this, that, and the other. And about probably like 10 o'clock that morning, they called me to the office, said, we, you know what I mean, my last name, my government. They told me, you got your wish. They put me back on the airplane, sent me back here to Erie, put me in back in Eminem Thomas. I had to go back in front of Judge Anthony, and then that's when it got real. Then they sent me to Newcastle YDC. That's Gladiator School right there. Right. Yeah, I did 18 months in that joint.
All right. So you ended up in